And now, presenting from across the pond, it's the Squared Circle Relics Podcast.
Hello, and welcome along to episode 24 of the Squared Circle Relics Podcast. I'm your lead host this time round. I am Jamie, and I'm joined, as always, by the co-host Lloydy and Chris. Good evening to you, boys. How are we all doing? Are we all doing all right?
Evening, yeah, all good.
Yeah, man. It's all good. It's been a hell of a busy last couple of weeks, but it's all good, man. It's all good. Glad to be back on the pod. It feels like it's been a while since we last recorded, but we had but we recorded later, didn't we? So
it felt like a really long week as well. I was like, we're going to record tonight, and then obviously all the dates were all wrong, and we just couldn't figure out. It was just it's felt a long time in it, but it's all good. We're here. Did any of you guys watch the coronation or get involved in anything coronation based with your extra bank holiday?
I worked most of that weekend. I did see the coronation on the Saturday. It felt like watching a wedding. Obviously, because we've not had a coronation in our lifetime.
Yeah.
So for me, it just felt like a bit of like a weird wedding that wasn't a wedding. The way that it all like felt and set up, the way everyone was sat. All the music, the singing, the endless fucking singing.
It went on a long time, didn't it? I didn't expect it to be as long as it was. I don't know what I was expecting, really, but it's kind of like that.
The Queen's one went even longer, apparently.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, no, I was more surprised that they said, he's now done this, he's thrown the oath, and I thought, that's it, about 10:30. It was still going on at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It was still inside the Abbey and everything.
Well, they got him in. They undressed him. They lathered him up with godly essential oils, redressed him, put the crown on his head, took him out back, and redressed him again.
Made him look like Snoke.
Made him look like Snoke as well at one point. But I was just like, what the fuck? Yeah. Like, I didn't think that there's less changes in weddings. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. Yeah. But no, it was good. Like, at least we can at least say that we've actually seen it happen in our lifetime now, I suppose.
Yeah.
I did feel quite sad for him. I felt that he was, nervous about it all, and he looked like he had the weight of the world on his shoulders. But ultimately, I think he was thinking that to be there, his mum had to die, and he misses his mum. And I think, you know what I mean? I don't want to start the show off all fucking sad and stuff like that, but
I think you're right, though. Like, the last time anyone was in that building was the funeral and stuff, and there is that massive... It is interesting seeing how they are slightly different, but still very similar sort of ceremonies and stuff, really, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, no...
It was just hilarious they had Harry and Andrew on the same row.
The cast-out row.
The naughty step.
The 3 rows back is the naughty step, apparently. That's how you gauge it in the monarchy. Hilarious.
What did you do your extra bank holiday then, Chris?
I didn't watch any of that coronation, that's for sure. Didn't catch a single bit of it. Nope. I'm just not that.
I'm annoyed I missed the concert because I worked on the Sunday. I missed the concert. I was looking forward to seeing a bit of Katy Perry and stuff like that, but I missed it all.
No, shit. Clueless on this as well. Didn't even know there was a concert.
Yeah.
I'm not massively royal. I think a bit like you, Lloydy, like I had it on just because, it's a sort of landmark thing that you want to be a part of and actually see. But I'd done my food shopping in Morrison's on the Saturday while it was on because it was nice and quiet.
That's it.
And then we went to
supermarket sweep.
Damn right, yeah, having a whiz around there. And then the rest of the bank holiday, we just chilled out really. So
that's nice.
Thanks for the extra day, Charlie. But yeah, I wasn't overly worried. So
I basically slept through all of that because of work. I slept through all of Monday basically, so I completely missed my bank holiday. But thank you, Charlie, for giving it to us.
Yeah. I remember what I was doing on that Monday now. Because I complained to you guys, I was working alone. There you go.
Oh yeah,
running my shop on my own. It's stressful as fuck. It was so bad. But yeah,
man, sucks.
Fun.
And just a quick thing. So you got 2 Cambridge United supporters in this group here.
Really up the
we had a very good result on Sunday thanks to MK Don. So Thanks for that, mate.
The stars aligned. Everything went right.
I can't believe how, like, a team like MK Don, 30,000 seater stadium, they should have the world at their feet right now, and they're just fucking going down instead of going up. It's crazy. They can't seem to get. Anytime they get any good players in, they'll sell them, and it's crazy. It's time to sell up. I think Winkleman. If you're listening, Winkleman, sell
I'm sure he is.
Sell up. He's a nice guy. I've spoken to him a lot in different reasons, but he's a nice guy. But it's time to go. Time to go.
But yeah, I was sitting there crossing fingers, toes, and everything on Sunday afternoon. It was an awful afternoon's football, but.
But I tell you what, I went into Central Cambridge, like, say, I don't know, about an hour and a half or so after everything had finished, and there was such a good atmosphere. Everyone was really happy. Cambridge United shirts everywhere.
Nice.
I had mine on, so yeah, it was really cool.
That's cool, man.
Really cool.
So I'm looking forward to another good season. But yeah, sorry, Lloydy had to come to the expense of MK Don, sadly.
Hey, I haven't been a season ticket for a while. Season ticket holder for a while, but hey, I'm just happy that Aston Villa are doing so well. So yeah, I'm not rubbing it in, Chris. Sorry. I'm just very happy to see something good happen to Aston Villa for a long, long time. So that's, if anything, and Haaland as well. I love the fact that Haaland's come on to into the football scene and just fucking destroyed everyone.
Oh, I tell you, I
love it. I love it.
Going on to the cards chat, I was kind of trying to pick up a Haaland rookie, and that's again a tops now one, and that price is already skyrocketed. I wish I got onto that last year.
Mate, the prices.
Even then, it was still pretty insane.
Yeah. Jesus,
I love it. I like. Obviously, I'm not a Man City fan or anything like that, but I just love the fact that he's got this record of Premier League goals and just fucking smashed it. I never thought it
first
would be,
season,
to be honest.
Crazy.
Yeah, first season as well. Fucking amazing.
Yeah. No.
Anyway, sorry.
So,
wrestling
cards.
Wrestling.
So, let's start off as we always do. I think we're going to mix things up a little bit first of all. Wembley tickets. Let's talk about that big side of things first of all. So, those tickets went on sale and they sold very, very well. I think the last update we had was nearly 70,000 tickets sold. I think everyone that we can think of has actually got tickets for us in one way or another, and I think that kind of everyone was kind of like wanting a piece of the pie. Do you think this is going to be a complete sellout, guys?
Well, we don't know what the sellout numbers are going to really be, to be honest. I just hope it's going to be more than SummerSlam 92. I think it will be. I think it will be like 85, 86,000 in the end, potentially. I think it's great. I can't wait to go. For me, it kind of just feels like... So we got tickets, obviously. Fantastic. Thank you, Jamie. Honestly, mate, it's amazing that you did that for us all. So,
I'll tell you what, it was... I've never been so scared ordering tickets for anything. I've ordered like festival tickets and stuff. I've done those, but trying to book 6 tickets or 5 or 6 tickets for a load of people, knowing that they're all relying on you to get seats and trying to get everyone together, it's kind of like it's a different ball game. And obviously Ticketmaster was crashing, and just generally it's like, oh, for fuck's sake. But no, we got good seats. We got the seats we wanted, and we got them pretty quickly in the end. It was only about 15 minutes, but it felt like a long, long time. But
we're right where we want to be. So, like, for those who don't know where we're going to be, so we're basically facing the entrance.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
and we're on a bit of a level as well.
Quite slightly
we didn't
raised.
Want to be on the flat. Yeah, we didn't want to be flat. So you don't actually see much right at the back of the flats. So, and you could get into the corners as well, which is So, I think we've got great seats, mate. So thank you for that. I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, I was. We're just chatting off air as well about things you're looking forward to as opposed just to the event itself. I think the crowd noise and obviously people cheering along with the Adam Cole booms and that's such a vast thing is going to be mental and like wild thing and stuff.
My only negative point on it is that, and I said this to Jamie off air earlier on, and that was really it's most of the people I've seen wrestle before on many indie events across the UK for many, many years. Mm-hmm. And for me at the minute, it just feels like a big indie.
Yeah.
I know when we're there, and it's just going to be next level. It will be the biggest event and the best event we'll ever go in our lifetime. I have no doubt, but I just need to get there. And I need about 4 or 5 beers.
Yeah, so away it goes.
And then you'll see the true president come out. I don't get me wrong. I'm looking forward to it. I just don't think I've got that buzz that Jamie has right now about it. But I will be there. Don't worry. I will get there.
I just think that big match feel. I think I just love the idea of a big show, and I think I've only ever really been to house shows or little shows over here.
Yeah. So I've been to Mania. My benchmark level is now fucking high. So, but what did we think about the card? Who do you think? What do you reckon it's going to happen? It's hard to do because we need to get past Forbidden Door first before we can actually know what's actually going to happen. I really calculate what's going to happen. But at the minute, who do you think?
I think there's a few things flying around. I think people are thinking that maybe the women's championships will be Hayter and Saraya, don't they? Is going to be the big women's titles match.
It's a no-brainer, isn't it?
Yeah, I think they have to kind of. I did see some mad thing though online that someone suggested maybe McGuinness and Danielson might be that big dream match that they may do to bring Guinness out of retirement. Whether or not he does or doesn't is another story, but
it would be insane. I mean, he hasn't wrestled for 15 years?
Yeah, something like that, maybe more.
Since he was the Wolf.
Yeah. Well, I think he stopped because he had hepatitis C, didn't he? I think this was what stopped his career, wasn't it? Pretty much. And I think he's now obviously cured with that, but it's whether or not he feels comfortable getting in the ring for that risk again.
Long while to be away from. I know he's still there, but he's not wrestled for so long that might be a bit tricky. One of the things I saw today actually on dirt sheets is Drew McIntyre, but I personally don't see that happening. But there's a lot of talk of it.
Well, his contract's up. Yeah, his contract's up, so that. They have been theorising that
but he got drafted, didn't he? I just think if you're going to let someone's contract go, you wouldn't necessarily make him a space in the draft sort of thing.
Oh, they've done that for years.
You never know.
There's been so many drafts that have gone that they've just gone, oh, you know what? Off you go.
It's done.
The draft means nothing.
But the thing is, if his contract is up... You know what I mean? I do get it. Why are you drafting? Just leave him off.
Yeah, you just sort of...
Yeah.
I think that would maybe stoke the fires even more if they did it. I don't know. I mean, I think, if anything, he would be really good in AEW. I think it fits him more than being in WWE right now. But who's to know?
Yeah.
But it'd be great. I mean, the thing is, though, I see him... great. I see him as a Scottish wrestler. I don't, if someone from Wales was, I would see them as a Welsh wrestler. If someone from Ireland, I see them as an Irish wrestler. Because it's a Wembley, that to me, they're not hometown people.
No, it's not
Hampden Park, Osprey. You know what I mean? It's Osprey. So I felt that was a bit weird when Drew McIntyre was being pushed for Wales. It's but it's not his home.
Yeah,
it's a completely different country. I know it's in the UK, but ultimately it's and I still feel the same about Drew headlining Wembley if he does.
I think AEW though get that more. I think they sort of appreciate people as part of the country they're from more than anything else. I think WWE is much more broader. Oh, they're from across the pond and that's everywhere. Do you know what I mean? It's all the same, really.
It's a mixed bag. Why not? What's a Wales?
But I think you're right. You were saying about being a mega indie event, and they haven't discussed if it's going to be on TV or televised or anything.
It's not a bad thing. I don't mean that as a bad thing.
No. I think it allows you to maybe do more with it as well. You can do those special exhibition stuff, and these weird and wonderful is it Sting's retirement match? Is there going to be a one-night Goldberg match if they decide to bring him in or something like that? You can do these one-offs and not have it affect the product if it is a big indie show. So, yeah.
What is that whole Goldberg thing?
So Goldberg is a free agent, isn't he?
I've heard talks that they will get Goldberg in, and I'm like, but why? Like, I don't want to see his son with his top off again. I know he's like in his 30s now or whatever, but I still don't want to see him with
mate, it's going to be...
Sorry, mate.
It's going to be Hook versus Goldberg, streak versus streak.
Jesus. But it's such a weird thing. I know, because we were, yet again, talking off air about it, but I was thinking, well, they have to do something big time match feel to certain things, and certain things are going to have to be bigger than they normally are, right?
Yeah.
I don't think they'll do Stadium Stampede because it just doesn't lend to doing that there. I can't imagine that they will, but I don't know. I just can't envision right now what the big surprises will be. And if it is Goldberg, that's such a fucking anticlimactic piece of shit move, man. I'm with Macaulay Culkin. Fuck Goldberg. Fuck Goldberg.
We'll wait and see. Time will tell what we get at All In anyway. So let's move on for some actual card news. What we're here to talk about is cards, and again, there's no end of card news over the last couple of weeks. We always say there's nothing, but there always something. So we'll start off with Panini 2023 Prizm. So
again,
jeez, this has been non-stop, hasn't it?
It's never ends.
So we've gone from main release, first off the line. We've had the undercard boxes, and we've now got the final blasters, of course. Yeah,
they came out last week.
So we've now got the ones, basically, it's the reverse auction ones, and the Dutch auction boxes.
Yeah.
What's the actual name of them? Are they just called
the premium
box?
Panini Premium box set, basically. Yeah.
So it's quite a cool thing if you've got a bit of spare money, but you will need a little bit of it in order to do that. But basically, you get the full base set, and it is going to be the full set number to 199 or less. So again, you get an idea of how many of these boxes are actually available. And then every box comes with one auto numbered less than 30 or numbered to 30, which I assume is going to be the whole spectrum, isn't it, of them?
No, it's just going to be the throwbacks.
Nice, okay.
So, but that's because like those sets are so limited.
Yeah.
Right? So it'll only be the throwbacks. So I think there's 10 throwbacks.
Okay.
I think that's 10 throwbacks. Chris, am I right?
I'm counting in my head.
Yeah, there's 10. I'm sure.
I think so. Yeah.
There's four redemptions. There's 4 redemptions and 6 are out there. I think. I believe so. I believe that's correct.
Okay, so again, there's still quite low numbers on these in the first place actually produced.
Yeah, it'd be shit if you get a redemption though.
Oh dear, especially if you paid for it. My God,
$2,000 for a redemption. Yeah, thanks for that, guys.
So that's the starting, isn't it? $2,500 is the starting for this.
Yeah,
and the floor price is $500. Where do you see these falling? Do you think you're going to be roughly where they were last year? Do you think they're going to be like $600, or do you think they're going to be higher because of a hype of Prizm this year?
Floor.
I was going to say floor as well. Yeah, because they do these. Panini do these for like NBA as well. I think that they've done it for like Domros Optic and stuff like that. And I've been in a few breaks for them, and I feel like the box price was never that much. I think the benefit of these ones is the throwback also, because they're selling really well online, aren't they, at the moment? So, so yeah, I'd say about 500 is probably about right for these, you know. But
the thing is with the throwbacks, you only really want 2, either Undertaker or Hogan, right? The rest are okay.
Yeah, they're not going to get you more than 500.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
but you know what I mean? Like you've got 2 out of 10 chance.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a better way. A 1 out of 5 chance. There you go. Of getting a card that really you're chasing. Well, maybe the Stone Cold as well, right?
I wouldn't say it goes over 500. I was bidding on one this week.
Oh, what throwback?
It went way more than I was bidding.
Nutty. You don't tell me these things. You're very nutty.
I think I was trying to figure out today, like even at the floor price, could I get a base parallel set for 500? And I don't think I could probably get a coloured parallel set for that if I bought them all as individuals.
299s maybe.
I think if
there's 200, right?
And I think it depends how you do it. If you could find, you're quite good at finding lots. Do you know what I mean? You got 40, 50 cards in this lot, maybe like that. But I think you'd have to have a bit of luck along the way. On some deals.
I think if I was convinced it was going to be a floor of 500 and I had 500, I would buy one of these without any hesitation whatsoever, just for that unique base set, really, more than anything for me.
The thing is, do you actually like the? Because it's going to be is it Scope again? Is it?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
I wasn't a massive fan of last year's Scope, to be honest, and the 199s and premium sets. I don't know. I mean, they did it last year. I think it was okay, but I don't think those cards sell that well on the resale either.
No.
I mean, I saw a Bron Breaker the other day for like $10.
Jeez.
On the Whatnots. I need to stop going on the Whatnots, but I saw it for like $10. And I was like, man, that's cheap. But yeah, it's what it is.
Yeah, I think. When do these actually start? Are these starting like today, or are they starting like in the next few days?
It's Friday.
Tomorrow,
Friday.
Yeah.
Sorry, okay. Yeah. So yeah, we'll have news on obviously what they go for, and we'll have another episode with some Panini Prizm news on it next time round to let you know where they bottom out at. But
be the last Panini news. Hopefully, that's the last product coming out, isn't it? I don't think there's another one after this for 2023.
For Prizm,
anyway. Like
Yeah,
for Prizm.
Yeah.
So for the Prizm 2023, this is the last.
It should be,
hurrah.
yeah. Oh no, white sparkle packs or whatever.
No.
What, the lucky envelopes?
Lucky envelopes.
There's two. There's white sparkles and there's lucky envelopes. I forget myself. Oh my God, this is going to keep going on and on and on and on and on.
So we'll have more news next time.
Yeah, we will. Yeah.
This next bit of card news is more for our Impact journalist in the middle of the screen here, Lloydy. Impact wrestling cards. How much do you know about these? Because I know very little about Impact cards and the importance of them.
So they've been released quite recently, actually. They're by Nerds Clothing. So you get 19 base cards and a hologram. So I haven't actually seen the holograms.
No.
I'd imagine they're just the base card as a hologram. The base cards I have seen, I'm not overly excited by them, to be honest. They look okay. They're nothing special. They're very like, they look very indie, to be honest.
Okay.
It's not sometimes a bad thing, but yeah, I'm not a massive fan of them. And for the price point as well, not for me.
So why have they moved away from the Impact cards they had before? Is there any reason for it? Like, this seems to be like a restart of what they were doing.
No. Obviously, they did it in-house last time, didn't they?
Yeah, and they always sold well last time as well, didn't they? They seem to be
to.
Big seller.
But they had the auto.
Yeah.
Exactly,
You know what I mean? So without the auto in it, and the fact that you're still getting just base cards basically with an insert, I just don't see much value in them.
No.
But hey, I'm sure people will buy them. I'm sure they'll sell out, and I'm sure they'll do more than one series of them.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably the way forward with them. I like the one thing I would say, I did like the packaging on them. I think that they look quite smart, to be honest. But other than that, the cards themselves, I'm not wasting my money on it.
You're not buying?
No, not for me. Not for me.
No, it's probably not going to be for me either. There's nothing in there that really appeals to me either. But again, if you're an Impact fan, $30, you can pick that up. And I think that's available now as well. So
I didn't see any rookie cards in there either. I not one person I saw was their rookie. So I think that's a big miss as well. It would be a good selling point if you would
even just one name in there that you could actually have as
what I mean. Even if it's like a lower card person or like an up and comer, put them in, make it their rookie. They will sell out.
Yeah. Or even a notable name that's even in their rookie year. They may have had a card out somewhere else, but just a name in there that can appeal to someone that they can grab it.
Yeah.
Then we're going to move over to AEW. So again, we've still got no more news on sort of the actual in-store releases, but we have had the new arrivals.
They have fucked that right up. I was talking to Trav about it today. How to damage a brand by incompetence, basically, with regarding their releases. Like, I wouldn't say excuses, the amount of excuses time and time again. How can this even happen? Like, have we actually had a release this year?
Not yet, no. We had 2022 was late, wasn't it? The flagship.
That was like late. October time, wasn't it? November time last year.
Spectrum was before that,
like September.
Spectrum
maybe.
was before that, yeah. And then we should have had a set out earlier on in the year, which was the metal ones, wasn't it? And they haven't.
They're still not. Yeah.
The excuses, man. Like, seriously. Thing is, I'm not saying this because I'm itchy and I want it. I want to open it and stuff like that. From a business standpoint, how to kill a buzz. Like, the AEW cards are going for less and less money day by day. I saw a Nyla one. I can't think of her. Nyla Rose. I saw a Spectrum one out the gold 1 out of 1 relic on sale today on one of the Facebook sites for like $70.
Oh, that's not bad.
It's 1 of 1 for AEW should not be that money. I know it's Nyla Rose and stuff like that, but seriously, it should not be that money. And it's just generally because the buzz is fucked. So we stop the. I'm not saying that Upper Deck are incompetent. I'm just saying the whole situation is fucking incompetent. You know what I mean?
Well, we certainly had EPAC for flagship either yet.
They did mention it in an email, like an update email they sent a few weeks ago. Right. I feel like it said summer. I'm not sure it gave a specific date or anything.
Summer.
So maybe Christmas.
The thing is, that set wasn't even that good anyway.
And it just feels way too far, way too far in the past. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just
especially
like we're done with that now.
Due out in the summer.
It's like, come on.
You've got Marco Stunt in there that left about 18 months ago now. You know what I mean?
We were still COVID in then.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Jeez.
I'm sorry. I know I've interrupted you, James.
No, not at all.
Rant, but fucking hell, it drives me insane even think about it.
AEW aren't much better with their video game news because fucking hell, that game, even still, we're waiting for that to come out and we're still no further forward. That's moving forward and back. And
because one of the ATP, Matt, it was Matt, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
He put it onto the chat the other day that it'd been moved back to January 2024.
Yes, it's gone back to a placeholder date now. Yeah, so it's been moved right out again.
So a year and a half.
So we've gone from having a confirmed date of release before Mania this year. In theory, it was the original date like March. Then it was delayed due to ratings, and it was delayed to.
Wasn't the original date?
I think the original date was late 2022. Yeah.
Because they were saying it may have to take Punk out of it and sort of change all the cover art, and that was what the delay was.
Yeah.
But just Jesus Christ, I haven't pre-ordered it. But
back in again.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
stick him out, put him back in again.
just unbelievable. AEW and their card dates, but something they're always bang on with the new arrivals. So someone who I don't think we were all mad keen, and I actually forgot until I saw it posted online.
Yes.
Roderick Strong, new arrivals. Did we buy? Did we sell? Did we trade any of it? Did any of you guys pick it up?
I didn't.
No.
I like Roderick Strong though. Don't get me wrong. I like his moveset. I think he's very talented young lad. I say young lad. He's younger than me, but he's still fucking old.
He's been around a long while.
Been a long while. Handsome guy. Jesus Christ, he's a handsome fella. But I personally, no, not for me. I didn't even go near it. You guys?
No, same for me.
I picked up one pack, but I just got a base. Didn't really go into it much this time round. So but that is all we've had really. AEW wise, we've not seen anything else new arrivals, and there's not been AEW spoilers this week. There's been no new arrivals in the last couple of weeks that we can expect going further. So
Whatever's happening with them, someone pull your fucking socks up and get it sorted. I don't care. I don't like if it's not Upper Deck's fault. It's not Upper Deck's fault, and but I'm apportioning blame equally to everyone involved. Get it fucking sorted out. The president has spoken.
End.
End.
So no more AEW card news, but just a couple of quick things really. First thing. Pro Wrestling Junkie announced that they're closing down temporarily at the moment. Now if you're not familiar, they've been doing indie cards and indie names and autographs for a long time now, actually, a few years now. They've been doing a few sales here and there, but they announced they were closing this week and they're doing 50% off everything if you buy 2 or more cards. And this is going to be the last ones that got obviously Zack Sabre Jr. and stuff that they're doing at the moment. So anyone who wants to pick up an indie cards, most of the indie names are on there, but they've also got a lot of on-card autos for, Wardlow, the Young Bucks, and people who are still wrestling on the indie scene as well. So, support them. I think there's a few personal reasons that they're closing down, but if you're interested in picking up any cards, I would go over and support them and pick up a few cards. And even with a discount, obviously you do save on the shipping over here to the UK and stuff. So definitely well worth checking it out if you're a fan of indie names. I know Lloydy and Chris, you've had a look through their stuff in the past before, haven't you? And sort of,
it's the first time I've purchased from them. I got a couple of cards. Chris, did you get some?
No, I didn't from them. I did have another look when it was posted about it was 50% off. With that, don't forget to use the code. You need to use the code for that.
50
yeah,
off.
That's right. Yeah.
I got 3 cards from them. I got the main features from Series 1, the white ones, so the base insert, basically, of the Hung Bucks.
Oh, nice.
So I got the Bucks and Hangman, for I think all in total for like $80.
Yeah, see, I went to nearly get that Hangman at Christmas when they'd done like their Christmas sale.
Oh, really?
And I thought, because that was a really good price then, but I didn't pull the trigger in the end. But there's some really good on-card autos on there that are well worth picking up,
definitely.
I think.
Yeah. I told the missus got me the Bucks for my birthday, which is like in October, but the time that it comes over, so I was like, you buy the Bucks and I'll buy the Hangman. So there you go.
Nice.
Nicely done.
Yeah. So thank you, wife.
Air this in October.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, I have AEW cards for that point as well.
Yeah. Jesus.
But
I think they're a great little company, to be honest.
And they're always a good finish, and they, he done an MJF card a few years ago, which was like an early, MJF card really. And the autos for that, like people really go after that as like a key MJF card to have in the collections, and they have a real high price on them now. So,
it's a massive shame. I hope it's not forever.
No, I hope not either. There's a good gap in the market for what he does, or what they do even. So hopefully it's only temporary, but if you want to pick up a few bargains, send a few pounds there, I'm sure they'll appreciate. Yeah. And then lastly, just in card news, I don't know if you guys saw this post. A guy who's based over in the US, a guy called Steve Lawton, he's actually completed the entire Immaculate Relic set, and he's actually includes the ones out of 7 and out of 14. Now, he's got some really nice images on here. So again, we all know how nice those T-shirt relics and stuff are, but man, he's picked out some fire images on some of those relics. I don't know if you guys saw that and had a chance to go through that gallery, but
so I've seen most of them on eBay.
Yeah, I was just about to say I've seen when he's posted them before, and I've seen kind of his progress as he picks up new ones and stuff, because he's always getting really cool ones.
So he's been the person outbidding me on a lot of stuff. Thanks, mate.
Thanks, Steve.
Glad. But there's absolute fire in there, and I'm glad. Like, if you're gonna be a super collector or something, go fucking balls in deep. And he has.
He's not half-assed it at all, has he? Like he's paid a premium for images he wants.
Maybe not so much having a wife anymore after that, but maybe.
He's picked out some good stuff anyway, regardless. Just a few highlights. So there's a Gigi Dolan one. He's got the full face image of her for her own shirt card.
The Shotzi's insane.
The Shotzi
insane. It's like her her relics from her t-shirts like awesome anyway, and they go for a pretty penny. And that one that he's got is just fire. So yeah, good on it.
All the performance center shirt ones that he's got, he's actually managed to get all the relics of them, spelling performance center out on it, and you just think, geez, it's like that's such a hard thing to try and find. The NXT 2.0 shirts, he's actually managed to get them so they look like the NXT 2.0 logo. Just
special.
Really good work. So I thought I'd mention that on the pod. Yeah, if anyone wants to have a look on the I think it's on the Wrestling Trading Card Facebook group. Have a look on there, and I'm sure you'll be amazed at what he's done. So kudos to him. So that's all I've got down for card news. I know there's been a lot of other moving parts this week. Is there anything else that you guys have seen in the world of wrestling cards, or anything that you want to pick up before we move on to our next part?
Oh, my brain's not working right now, so probably no.
I'm shaking my head like no.
Anything else can go on the next episode.
Yeah, roll it over. Cool.
Yeah, roll over. Rollover week. We should have a rollover week.
So let's move through. It could be you. So let's move over to my corner, Chris's Nook, for this week. So Chris, should I go first with the corner, or do you want to go with the Nook first?
Yeah, go with your corner, bud.
So we'll whiz through pretty quickly on my corner this week. So first things first, the trading cards. Again, we put these up for pre-order last episode. Sales are available to you now. Basically, if you want to get a set, just ping us a message and we'll give you the full details. They are going to be arriving with us early next week, and we are aiming to meet up hopefully the week after. We actually will auto these and we'll meet up in person, so we'll get these all boxed up ready to go. And as soon as they're all ready to go, we'll ping invoices over to you, and then we'll get them out in the post. So again, if you want the trading card set, there are going to be two options. You've got a base set, which will give you the base cards themselves and a set of 3 unnumbered autos, which will be obviously from each of us. And then we've got a collector's set, which will be the base set actually of actual cards. Then there'll be a numbered out of 10 gold auto and a couple of insert sets as well. So we kept the prices pretty keen. So again, if you're interested, we'd like to support the pod. You know, it's all going to go to help support obviously our costs and bits and pieces here. So if you enjoy that, let us know and we can hook you up with the trading card set. So again, we'll get those hopefully out to you in the next few weeks. And the only other thing in my corner this week is the stock take. Stock up, sorry. Stock take is an old feature. So yeah, the stock up. So we left it last time that we didn't have any movement on the Husky Harris grading card. Now I did mention I did have
this displeased the president. The president was not happy with this news.
Yeah, and as I said last time, I was a little bit surprised that we didn't get sort of more bites for it. And again, I had a few offers on the table that I thought I'll see if I can entice onwards. But yeah, wasn't able to do it then. But I have gone back to an offer that was on the table, and that is for long-term listener Scott, who offered me a relic, a PSA 9 relic, a long time ago. I took him up on the offer, and we've now got moving with the stock up. So we're now up to a Bam Bam Bigelow PSA 9 ECW patch relic.
Ooh, that's nice.
Me lucky.
So we've gone from the CGS 8.5 to the PSA 9. So if anyone is a fan of Bam Bam Bigelow, again, PSA 9 mint, let us know, hook us up, and we will continue the stock up from there. So moving through the grades. So I guess at the moment, maybe looking for something numbered, something, along those lines. Even if something crops up that you've got that you fancy this for, let me know. We'll get the wheels in motion and we'll keep on plowing through to see where we can get on the chain. So yeah,
awesome. Nice.
Yeah, so moving onward. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that one. So thank you, Scott, and we'll get the stock up card over to you as soon as they arrive. So Chris, over to the Nook.
To the Nook, right, boys. Do you have your cards with you? How do we want to do this? Do we want to go one by one, or do we want to just all open them at the same time?
I'm just going to cut my envelope open. Wait a minute.
Have you got yours open?
I've got mine open, yeah.
Chris?
Right, I've just
double Quincy.
done mine. Oh, that's very good.
Oh, very well done.
Right, okay.
I like it, and it's definitely going this is definitely a PC thing.
Go on, Dave. Show us yours. What you got?
Okay, I got some meat.
As in Sean Stasiak meat.
Lloydy has
Thinking
got
outside
meat.
the box there. Nicely done, nicely done.
Meat. That's very good. I like it.
Okay.
Do you want to do yours, Jay?
Yeah. I'm on it. We're getting there.
So you should have a card either side as well.
I've got a card either side.
And who's your card?
As well as people stop sending me fucking Velveteen Dream.
Never. Says you've just sent me 2 Quincy Elliots there, boy.
Hey, back to back, man.
So, Lloyd, did you like how your package turned up to you today? You enjoyed opening that and like pass the password, didn't you? Today?
Oh mate, I got another. Is this your one? I'm showing it into the camera. Is that?
That's one of Chris's handiwork, isn't it?
That's one of mine.
That's Chris's handiwork. I've got a custom Velveteen Dream. Another one. I have 2 now. Thanks, guys.
So, Chris has been very clever. So, this is a raw deal card, and it's a picture of Kevin Kelly and Al Snow with Pepper, the dog, on the card. And it's got titled, "No gimmicks needed, pre-match feud." And Chris has written next to it, "food" instead of feud, and crossed it out. And he's got Pepper the dog. Look at that.
The 2 cards that were covering that, who were they, Joe?
Okay, so we've got Mr. Fuji and Jimmy Superfly Snooker.
So do you want to know why?
Why? Yeah,
so that whole segment, eating the dog, that Bossman and Al Snow did, they took that idea from a real life rib.
No way.
Mr. Fuji is a pretty dark sense of humour, dark ribber. I don't know how to put it. Fucked up. He's admitted to this as well, because I've done quite a bit of research into it. A wrestler owed him money, didn't pay it for a few years, and he took matters into his own hands and took his dog, killed the dog, and fed him the dog teriyaki style. Yeah.
Oh my god!
Now, I've been reading some rumours about who it could be, and I think there's quite a few out there saying it's Jimmy Snooker, but then actually I watched a shoot interview and it wasn't Jimmy Snooker. I think people just wanted it to be Jimmy Snooker because, you know, a lot has happened in the past 5 years, you know, regarding him. So yeah, there's a little backstory to it as well.
Yeah. So actually, technically, Mr. Fuji could be a food card in his own right, couldn't he?
Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, Pepper's rookie card.
Pepper the dog. Poor old Pepper.
Right. And so I've got 2 Quincy Elliots. Is he our new Velveteen Dream?
I've got another 20 in the back burner, guys. So
Jesus, I can't even get it out.
I know. It's in a 55 point, and there's like 3 cards in there, so I do apologise. I had to cram in mine.
Oh, just on a side note, while Chris is doing that as well, actually, before the reveal. So, Lloydy, your card came from Michael Wells on his deals.
Okay.
So you got a load of Velveteen Dreams there because it was like buy 3, get 3 free or whatever it was on that weekend. So you got a nice load of free Velveteens chucked in there.
Lovely.
Oh, there you are. So that'll keep you going, mate.
Right, so
Thanks.
Mine is from everyone's favourite set, Wacky Wrestling.
Oh.
And it is Hulk and Ric Flair on the floor. And Hulk is standing above him saying, "Ha, now I can eat both invisible ice creams."
Oh. Go.
Look at it in its splendour.
With his tongue out and everything.
Yeah.
Jeez.
What a rush.
Oh, man. Jesus Christ.
Thanks, Dave.
Again, we have an eclectic mix of stuff. I love it. It's a great time.
Oh, man.
But cool. So we'll get pictures of those put up tomorrow or maybe Saturday.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, Saturday. And then we'll let the Facebook group decide again on that one, yeah? And then
sounds good to me.
whoever wins...
I don't know how I'm going to take a picture of this because it's so chrome.
Chrome, yeah.
the reflection is just crazy on it. It's great though. So I let you into because obviously I looked there as well. So there was two that I was looking at. Carlito was one of them. Ironically, Carlito came back this week.
Yeah,
It
would have been apt.
It would have been perfect.
So I'm a bit gutted I didn't go that way. But there was one of the only cards that Kurt Angle did with the milk chugging all over him. And it's like from like a 30th anniversary of it. He had that as well. And I was thinking, oh, maybe that one. But then I found the wacky wrestling. And I was like, no, it's done. It's done.
Yeah.
Can't wait. Sorry, mate.
I nearly bought a Jake the Roberts ice cream card for you already.
Oh, nice.
And I was bidding on it on Yankee Babe. I got outbid, and it went up quite high in the end. But I thought, geez, that would have been a well nice piece, the ice cream card.
And
hey, look, I'm happy with Sean Stasiak.
Do you know what I was going to suggest for you, Jamie? But it was just too expensive. And as you're buying for Dave, the Smart Mark Sterling cake tie card.
Oh,
he would have loved it.
Yeah.
I would have done.
So it's interesting though, like, doing these things, like having a good old search around and seeing what you can find. It's a real good bit of fun. So, well done, lads. Good luck in the vote, lads, and we'll see.
Come on, Dave.
We'll see what the next topic is.
Let's hope we don't get whitewashed again, Dave.
I just love the fact. That we all come up with something weird and fun.
Yeah,
I think it's great. It's always different.
Definitely.
Brilliant fun. Right, Lloydy, I don't think there's nothing in the Liberator this time round. You haven't got anything planned at the moment. So next time round, we will see who is the next Liberator.
Maybe the end of the month.
Oh,
we may do a Liberator at the end of the month.
People do a payday splurge.
We do. Well, we do have our sales night planned, don't we, for the 29th?
Yes.
Correct.
So, more of that later on in the show. But, so maybe the start of next month. We'll see.
Mm-hmm. We'll see. Wait and see.
There's no rush.
No rush. So, right.
But there's ice cream.
Oh man! So let's go to purchases, Raz's, breaks, and misses. And Lloydy, since there's no Liberator corner this time round, you start us off with purchase of the week, and let us know what you've been up to.
So this week, because I've got the next 5 weeks all planned out, the next 5 episodes all planned out. So this week, the theme is gold.
Gold.
I love
freaky
gold.
dicky. I love gold. Freaky dicky dot yo. So I've pulled 3 golds auto cards out of Prizm from breaks over the last couple of weeks, which is pretty cool. So I'll go through them. So I've posted them all at various points on the socials, so a lot of people have probably seen them. So I got the Dolph auto gold out of 10, so the true gold out of 10, and that was the 1 of 10, which I was a bit surprised at. Why does 1 of 10 feel more special? I don't like 1 of something always feels more special.
I think I've always gone for like ones. I think number 1 means it's the top one, I guess, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's better than number 8. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it shouldn't, it doesn't really matter, does it? Really?
No.
It's just cool, isn't it?
For some reason it
cool.
does. Yeah. I always go for the ones, especially the 10s. I always go for 1 or 10. I don't really go for any other number, to be honest. If whatever comes up, if I want it, I'll get it, but it doesn't mean anything to me. But I always, if I'm looking for something, I'd be like always at 1 or 10, and if it's not, I'd be like, that's a shame.
Or like if you had the 7 and the 10, same price, you'd go for the 10. Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah. I don't know, just weird. Anyway, I also got the Bobby Roode auto gold disco donuts out of 10.
Nice. It's a nice card. Yeah,
it's a lovely card. So it's funny with Bobby Roode. I don't intentionally go out for Bobby Roode, but in breaks, many breaks, they always do like Dolph Ziggler with Bobby Roode because they're Dirty Dogs. Yeah. So I end up having to take him. And ironically, I've picked up probably about 6-7 autos of Bobby Roode in the last year.
You normally pull more Bobby Roodes than you do Dolphs.
Yeah.
I did. That break I was on when I got that Roode, I got... so I'll say it like next week as well, but there was another autograph card of his as well on that same break that I got. But I got no Dolph at all.
Wow.
It was all Bobby Roode. It's just mad. He always hits. Bobby Roode always hits. Always hits. Every break I'm on, something of Bobby Roode always comes up. So, cool. I also got the Mr. Stone autograph gold out of 10.
How much did you pay for that spot?
$10.
Oh, wow. Okay. It's more than I thought.
So it was a 3 case break.
Oh, okay.
Though. So it was like 3.
That's still weird.
Basically. So yeah, it was weird. So the reason that happened is because Jamie and I were on a break the previous night, and I had an NXT spot on a break, and I got a Mr. Stone Disco Donuts autograph, and that will be in next week's lot, and I'll talk about that. But so the next night, Breaker Mayfield was doing a break, and I had something else in there, and I thought, well, Mr. Stone came up, and I said, well, I already got a Mr. Stone autograph the last night. Let's roll the dice. Let's see what happens. It's only $10.
And you've already paid the shipping. If you've already bought something, that always gets me on them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I thought, why not? Why not? I picked up a Tory Wilson for the same amount and picked up nothing on that. But with him, I picked up, I got an out of 25 blue from him. I got a 149 and I picked up that gold out of 10. So looks like I'm reluctantly PCing Mr. Stone.
Well, I was looking on eBay last night. Yeah, exactly. I was looking at
fucking Robbie E. Robbie fucking E. Sorry.
No, I was just going to say, I was looking on eBay last night, and there's a pair of ring-worn glasses signed by Mr. Stone for like $40.
There you go,
so they've got a pair of actual
Dave.
Mr. Stone glasses from Mr. Stone himself. Get on it, mate.
Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad. But hey, look, I'm glad. True gold.
He loves gold.
It's. I love gold, and it's worth more money than I spent for the break slot. So whatever. Another 2 things. So I bought on a whatnot singles night. Someone was doing 2 packs of NWA Wonderama 1988.
2-pack didn't like the NWA, did he? Didn't get on very well.
Very good. I like that a lot. But it was just it was so mad just to see them. The guy had 10 packs of them, and it was just so mad to see something that's that old in such good condition.
Yeah.
He was just ripping them, selling them, and ripping them, and then shipping.
Because I have noticed, I know that obviously I'd seen that you'd bought some of these, and then I have noticed these popping up on eBay quite a lot. So there's obviously some fresh ones out there in circulation. Yeah. Some really cool images.
They are really cool. The LOD. There's the LOD episode today, isn't it? I don't know why. But, Road Warriors back then, I tell you. But the that Road Warriors card that I've got with them, it's a vertical one instead of the horizontal one. I think it's card number 30, but it's awesome. I really love that card.
They're just a nice classic looking card set with proper sort of proper imagery, if that makes sense, proper candid ring photos and stuff like that. They're really, really cool.
That Ric Flair topper as well is iconic. It's such a good. It's the best topper that there is on a set. I love it. And the one thing it did kind of break my heart, to be honest, because the Magnum TA card that I've got, which is pure filth, it's amazing. It's basically him in a locker room with his tits out,
tiniest pair of shorts.
His shorts are up his butt. It's amazing. I love that card. However, it's got a slight bend at the bottom. None of the other cards have it, so it's obviously it's been in there that on production. and it's so off center. It's unreal. It's like it's in another time zone. It's like that off center, but I love that card. I think it was great. The Luger cards are great. It's kind of. I'm not saying I watched the NWA. I watched WCW, but that I was in that transition.
It's still that era, isn't it?
Yeah, of course it is.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I was at very early 90s, getting into late 80s, early 90s, getting into WCW. Yeah. So it's very
one and the same almost. Yeah.
Yeah. They transitioned. You know what I mean? Like so the big gold belt came out in 89, right? So that for me, that's kind of like the WCW
when it kind of
era
starts.
After that. Yeah. So, so lovely cards, and glad I picked them up. I will get more if I can find them. And also, I have to mention my pull today, which was fucking insane. I've never opened any Japanese boxes before. Never. No, not one. So our good friend Tommy went across to Japan for a couple of weeks and very kindly brought back some Rebirth for the ATP. So they're faction orientated. They're from 2022.
Yeah,
so
they
from
are.
last year. So they're very cheap. I think he picked them up for like a couple of bucks. So really, really amazing find. So I think we all dived in. So I picked up a little box of Bullet Club Boston for life. So I opened mine today. I got mine today. I opened mine today, and I was very lucky. I was a very lucky boy. I picked up I'm trying to find it actually. Where have I left it? I've picked up a evil, very nice, very evil. An evil out of 50 from, I believe, from the base set. But apparently they're very rare. I commented on, I said, thank you very much, Tommy. Do they have number parallels? Because I didn't know that they had numbers. And he came back and said, yeah, they're really rare and they're out of 50. And so I was very, very
1 minute
lucky.
later.
I was like, I took a photo and showed him. He was like, oofed. Shame it was evil. But don't get me wrong, I love it. I think it's great. I also got like a base card of Jay White and 2 of his hollows as well, which are great. Obviously, that's what I was after, so that's what I got. What are the partner cards? Are they like inserts?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Or like they're full art as well, aren't they? So they don't have the stats at the bottom. They just a picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're pretty cool. So I got a Jay White of that hollow and a hollow base one. Yeah. Yeah. And I also got a hollow ELP as well, who's no longer part of the Bullet Club. So great.
Not for life.
Cool. Not for life. That's it for me.
How about you, Chris? How have you been this week with your bits and pieces?
Yeah, no, pretty good actually. Kind of similar to how Dave was last week, because he'd done like some cool, people helping him out, and he was being a bit soppy. That's me this week, I think, because all of mine is pretty much stuff that people have either helped me get, or do you know what I mean? So yeah, I'll start off. I mean, as Dave, as Dave just said, Tommy brought us back these New Japan cards. So this kind of started because me and Tommy did a trade, but I sent him a card, but he didn't send me anything, and I just said, just I'll keep it in my pocket, sort of thing. And then I said to him, when you go to Japan, can you keep a lookout for this specific box? And then he just happened to find it at like a ridiculously good price. So yeah, happy with that.
What was it about the Great Okan that you like in that case?
Well, it's the United Empire that I like. I like I do like Great Okan, but yeah, it's
Oh yeah, so it's the logo now, Empire. Yeah, fine.
Yeah, it's just so it's your Will Ospreay, and basically, isn't it? Yeah. That's what I was going for. But yeah, got like a partner card for Will Ospreay, so that was cool. Also did a trade with Logan from the group, Logie Bear, as Dave calls him.
Yeah. He wanted your...
Yeah, he says it a lot. I always sort of seem to pull cards that fit his PC more than mine. Yeah, exactly, which is great. I like that.
Sorry, Logie Bear.
No, he's a good lad. So yeah, we did a little deal. I've been working on the Revolution autos from last year, and I'm doing pretty well on them. So I traded, and so he sent me an Oscar auto from that in return for the Io Shirai ringside orange flash. So yeah, that was a cool one. And while I'm still on there, I did also pick up off eBay a Dom Mysterio that I posted on Wrestling Card Wednesday.
Jesus.
Future champ. Wow.
Well, you got Gordo.
That was my only intention.
Yeah. Love you, Gordo.
Dave, you sent me some cards as well. Again, for like a kind of future trade. You sent me a load of discos. He looks bewildered, like he didn't. You did.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were like
duplicates, but ones I needed, so I appreciate that. Jamie, what have you sent me this week? You sent me a T-shirt. You sent me anything else? Probably. You did, didn't you? You sent me your wrestling collector card, signed, gold pen signed.
In new gold pens test.
There you go, nice. So yeah, again, appreciate that. What else have we got? So I mentioned it earlier, a Prizm throwback auto. I did buy one, but not wrestling. So I was just trolling you there. I did buy one, but it was an NBA one. And I got outbid on Stone Cold Steve Austin. So I'd been bidding it up, and I went up to about 110. And then I was just like, it went for 250. So a little bit over what I wanted to pay. Something I'll be keeping an eye out for.
I think that's a right.
It was a silver, so it wasn't the base or anything, but it was a silver.
It was a silver. No, regardless, I still think
it's still a legend. You want,
autos should go for that kind of money. So I think if you would have got it for the price you got it, I would have said,
yeah, definitely. And that's the thing. It was like maybe like a 10-day auction, so I'd been winning it for ages. So I was like, I'm going to actually win this, and then no one here. What else have I got? A couple of random. Been buying some stickers again. Paid £15 combined for sort of two, but I'm like cherry picking certain stickers out of the lot. So there was like one of them was the 1991 Merlin stickers. There was probably, I'll show you guys the stacks, but there was probably like 400 or 500.
Jesus.
But there was on the last picture, so we had 12 pictures up on eBay. The last picture was the one with all the shinies in. So it had like the Undertaker, Shawn Michaels and things. And, a lot of people don't scroll through all of the pictures. So maybe should have made that their first picture, and that one would have gone for a hell of a lot more. But yeah. Okay. And then the last thing, I need to talk about it, guys. I've been opening some Slam Attacks Chrome this week.
Chrome Corner?
Chrome.
Really? I've not.
Yeah, I know.
Really? That's the first time you've done that.
Well, it's the first time that I have pulled a 1 of 1. So there you go. I was really
welcome to the
so
club.
pleased with it.
We're literally the
1 of 1 clubs, within our first year. Look at that.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's so that one, the video of that will be up really soon. It is kind of funny because I obviously realise what I've got, and I don't reveal it straight away. I let it sit there for a while, and I joke that it's going to be Otis. So to be who it was quite funny. So yeah, I won't say, but I've posted it on the Facebook group, so if you're in there, you will have already seen it anyway. Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much it from me this week. Thank you.
No, really well done.
It's the one thing that we were missing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As the team, we were all hoping. We knew that it would come because of the amount of product you bought, like open. And
I know you kind of joked, it's who it is. But it's kind of like, it's still that moment, though, that you get it, you think, it's still a 1-on-1 in your hand.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think I say it in the video, during all the Prizm breaks that me and Dave and everyone have been doing lately, it's someone that I've really nearly taken so many times, and then I've just been like, I can't. It was after that WrestleMania match, yeah. It's just like I just felt like I can't start another new PC without getting a big piece first, if that makes sense. Yeah. But so there you go.
Well, there you go then.
Work your way backwards, bud.
Yeah. The good thing is as well, it's a superfractor. If you're gonna pull a 101,
that's what I wanted.
You know what I mean? That's what you want to get. You want to get a superfractor. That's what all the kids in America. You know, that's what they wanted to pull as a kid, a superfractor.
Yeah, thank you.
That's cool, man. We've all done it weirdly though. I did mine from EPAC. You've done yours from a Blasted, Jamie, and you've done yours from a Hobby, Chris. So we've
different
done it all different ways of doing it as well. Mad. Cool though.
So Jamie, what have you been buying this week?
So I'm on a little bit of a slim run. So again, big purchase for me was the AEW tickets, and still sort of picking up bits and pieces in order to get sort of all our merch and stuff on the way. But I've had a few pickups this week. So was in a couple of breaks first of all. So the same one that Lloydy alluded to earlier on. So I picked up the SmackDown Superstars slot, which I paid a good price for. And also bought the others, which is kind of like all the miscellaneous people that don't fall into NXT Raw or SmackDown. But then
quite a few actually.
There's quite
like Cena, Asuka. There's quite a
some
few
good names, and obviously for the price of it, it was like, you know what, I'll just buy that ultimately. Done quite well with that actually. So I got a Butch out of 25 blue
Disco Donuts,
which is a really nice card for benefit of you guys. So that was that one. Also got the out of 99 Disco Donuts Shayna Baszler. So again, one of the SmackDowners. And then just got a few more Disco Donuts within there as well. So, you know what, more than happy with what I got there for that little break. Got to say a big mention to Tommy as well, picking me up a box of the Rebirth as well. But I didn't get Bullet Club or the
Where did you get
Empire. I got the nice one.
Okay,
yeah. So again, really happy. I'm a big sucker for Raw Deal. I love sort of like the game cards and stuff. It's really, really impressed with that, and obviously for that price point, like it doesn't feel like what you would pay for like a pack of the same price over here. Like it feels like a more expensive product.
Yeah, the box was really cool, wasn't it? Yeah,
really cool.
Yeah, and the way you have to tear it just feels really cool to open it up.
Bullet Club. Yeah, I love it. I think it's great.
So yeah, it's a big shout out to Tommy for that. I know he was obviously buying quite a bit out there, but it was nice for him to sort of offer things when it sort of come across really. So yeah, really pleased with that. Also
aren't you worried that they're going to do a Rebirth Chrome and they're going to lose Chris?
They're sucked into this chrome void. Oh man! So yeah, no, it was really, really cool. I really enjoyed opening that this afternoon. So I hadn't intended to open it until you said about opening yours up. Then,
well, yeah.
I was very shocked when I hit my 50. I was like,
I think that kind of helped us open ours because
it was a ripple effect of let's fucking open this now.
Yeah. But no 50s for us.
No, but I'm still glad I opened it though, because the first time I saw these, Johnny over at CFP sent me over the Zack Sabre Jr. one, like this sort of foil, and I thought that looked really cool then. So I'm actually quite glad to have some actual product now. So, another quick thank you to the Chalk Man. Done me a bit of a sort of a friendly deal via eBay, pinged me some missing heritage that I needed to complete my base set. So I've now got pretty much a master set of that Heritage 2016. So thank you to Chalky for that. And then just actual purchases. So I picked up another out of 25 film strip relic. Picked this up on Wednesday night for $8.
Decent.
So I've now got the Savage and Flair from WrestleMania 8, is it? Flair and Savage?
7 or 8, isn't it?
Or was it 6?
Isn't it 9?
7? It's a bit later on. I can't remember which year it was exactly, but
7 or 8.
No, it's not 9.
So yeah.
I remember.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll pick that up anyway. So that's another one ticked off the list. So I've done 2 in quite quick succession for like less than $10. So they're coming down quite nice. And I think you're right there, Lloydy. I think because there's so many now on Steel City and Blowout, like people are now picking it up and obviously pumping and dumping it a bit, really. So hopefully you pick them up.
I think it's 8. I'm trying to think of WrestleMania. I watched the reason I should know this. I watched the Ric Flair documentary that he did years ago called Nature Boy.
Woo!
Woo! And they talked about this, so I'm a bit annoyed that I can't remember.
WrestleMania 8, 1992.
Yeah, there you go. 8.
So there you go. So yeah, that was a real good pickup, and I'm chuffed to have that. So that's another one down. And then I picked up...
That's a great card
really cool.
as well. I love that card.
Yeah, it's really nice. I'm getting through them quite nicely. So it's keeping me going while I'm waiting for the red waves and orange flashes to come back home. It's kind of like something I can pick up knowing I'm not going to pick up any dupes.
Orange Flash, the Dickinsons.
That's like the Dickinsons. And then the last thing I picked up was for $5 last night. I mentioned this here before, but the matching set card, there's like a Jacqueline and an APA. And the APA part is actually the Farouk knee brace, which is obviously the hard one that I can't get. But I picked up another one for $5 of this matching set. So again, I'll pick these up as I see the nice blue relic in the corner there. So, yeah, generally sort of, picking up little bits and pieces here and there, really. So, more than happy with what I've got so far. But yeah, I think while we're in this sort of like a bit of a drought of new product and stuff outside of Prizm breaks, it's quite nice to maybe pick up these individual PC stuff, really, isn't it, So, yeah, but that's pretty much it from me on my side of things this time around. So, yeah, quite happy with that. So, let's move into our big topic this week. So, again, we've got no major news with things a minute, but we thought we'd have a bit of a interesting conversation piece. And, Lloydy, you popped this up earlier on in our chat about maybe discussing the AEW Series 2 buyback. We had, obviously, a bit of a conversation this earlier on in the week, didn't we? So, I thought it might be quite nice to thrash out in a bit more detail and get some thoughts. So,
hey, it was you started the convo. I never even flipping thought about it, to be honest, until... So should we do the story?
Yeah, should we do a background afterwards into what it is, yeah.
Yeah, so is it the wrestling guy? I can't remember.
Yes, I think it is a wrestling guy. I think you're right, yeah.
On Twitter, he posted that he had pulled a Sean Spears buyback, which is out of 15.
Yep.
From let's call it AEW Series 2. So it's what, 2022?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Still not in stores, guys. So knee back anyway. So Jamie put on there, Lloydy, one for your collection, and then I thought I had a bit of a oh my god moment, because it is obviously a 2021 card. Obviously, the back of it is different because it's got a thing saying that this is like an autograph that we've. I don't know how they've produced it. Like, have they just stuck something on the back of a normal card, or have
never
they?
Seen
I've
one
never,
in the
never
flesh,
seen
no.
one or flesh, or is it like produced especially for this? I don't know. I would imagine the latter than the former. Anyway, I just thought to myself, well, I am a Sean Spears super collector of Series 1. Really, I see myself as a super collector in the sense that I've tried to get one of each of the cards. I still need the majority of the one of ones, which I cannot get for the life of me. They just don't come up. But I was thinking, well, does this card fit into my collection? And I don't know. I know it's a very weird big topic to have today, but I just thought it's a question I would pose to you, gentlemen, of should this be included into my collection? You know that I am I've got a couple of cards from Series 2. I haven't really gone into it at all. I've got like an out of the exclusive out of 100, but I just kind of left it there. Spectrum, I've got an out of 10 of his, but I didn't really go much into it. But would you count it as part of a super collector's collection? Jamie, go on. You go first.
Okay.
Because obviously you started all of this. I'm blaming you entirely. So go on.
So on the cards themselves, first of all, then I'm going to just put some thoughts on the cards themselves. I don't like the blue ink that's on them anyway.
It's rubbish.
It's fucking terrible. It's horrible. You can't see half of because it's a dark card, right?
And it's a blue base card as well, isn't it? Like they don't show up very well.
No.
But that aside, so for me,
they didn't look good on the canvas either, to be honest.
No, and it's got quite a thin. It's obviously the thin blue as well. It's quite.
It looks like those pens you used to use at school. That's what it reminds me of. What those red ones.
Terrible.
What the handwriting?
Like a handwriting pen or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not nice, man.
They're the So here's my 2 cents on them. So. Yes, the image from the front is from Series 1. It looks like a Series 1 card. Had it just been the base on the back and it was like exactly like it would have been in 2021, I would say yes, include it in the year one because technically it's still the year one card. I think the fact that it's been made on the back that says this is a buyback up deck, I would exclude it and keep it in Series 2 for that reason alone. However, there is a bit of a completed side of me that wishes that I would pick them up, but I know I never will. But for me, I would probably do what you done, Lloydy, today and picked up like the Young Bucks and the Adam Page if I was looking for something similar as an on card. So I would go for the Sean Spears on card that you could pick up from the secondary market.
I get you. So like a Series 1 card, autographed.
That looks like a Series 1 card on the back and is dated as per. I think it's a nice. I think you would need it for the Sean Spears PC, but I wouldn't count it as year one. I don't think personally.
I think if you were going to buy any Sean Spears card from Series 2, I think that would be the one to go for your collection. Do you know what I mean? Because you've got all of those Series 1 ones, it's like the main one that makes sense. But otherwise, I don't. It
wouldn't look out of place either, would it?
No.
But I agree with Jamie. Otherwise,
yeah. I mean, I'm just trying to think. No, No, I agree. Generally, they are pretty shit in the Spectrum. I liked more, I would say, of his cards, but Series 2 was generally a lot shitter. So I would. I did actually offer the guy. I said, look, if you're going to sell it, let me know, because I would have it in the PC, but I wouldn't. When I'm showcasing my Series 1, I wouldn't put it part of the Series 1, and that's my mindset on it. Even though the card looks exactly the same, I would include the miscuts because I think they are special and they were
printed at the time, weren't they?
From it,
exactly, yeah. And I would definitely have the miscuts within the topology of all of the Series 1 stuff that I've got from him. But I just I don't know, something twigged in me this week saying, oh my god, I don't know where I stand on this at the minute.
What would you?
I think, Jamie, you make sense. You do make a lot of sense with it.
Would you, if there was, for example, a meet and greet at All In, would you get a base card signed by Sean Spears and then put it in your PC, or would that still not be something that you would want?
100%. Yeah, 100%. I have. So Trav very, very kindly got me a Britt Baker canvas from Series 1.
I remember that,
signed by Britt Baker, a con last year, end of last year. And I love that card. I think it's great. And it's in a nice white pen as well. It works really well with the canvas. And I love that card. And of course, if I saw Sean Spears in a con or on the street right now and I had one of his many base cards I have somewhere, I'd get him to sign a lot. And I would very happily have them in my collection, but it doesn't often come across, to be honest, does he? I can't think of a con that he's. I don't get me wrong. Now he's family man. Now he's got other priorities, obviously. But even before then, I very rarely, other than shows, I never saw him do any like meet and greets.
I don't think he ever done any of that period. Obviously, when Cody was like ex WWE, he didn't sort of do that UK scene in between his sort of indie runs, did he? Before he went to AW Spears.
No, I saw him wrestle for NXT. I can't remember if I saw him wrestle SmackDown, but I definitely saw him wrestle at NXT. But since he's been on the Indies, I've never seen him over in the UK.
So spitting the head on that conversation, obviously I've put the argument for the Sean Spears in your PC of why I wouldn't include it. How about me as a year one collector? Do you think I would need to look at these as grail cards to put in my year one set, or do you think I'll put the same argument for it, saying no, exclude it?
I think you've got the argument down to a T. I think exclude the Series 2, but probably a better thing to have on Series 2 than most of Series 2. I think Series 2, the majority of it was a bit shit, to be honest.
Say, I think if you had, say, Dave, who's like a Series 1 Sean Spears collector, and then Jamie, if you're doing just the normal cards, aren't you? You're just doing the whole set.
I'm just doing year one master sets. I'm trying to get one. I would say
that the super collector, it would fit more into that than into a Series 1 collector, if that makes sense. Because you're just focusing on just that one guy, whereas Series 1 is Series 1. So I think, if it's not got that same back to it, then it's Series 2, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Can you imagine if there's, like... I've not met anyone yet who is, like, both series going gung-ho on them, because Series 1 is so big anyway.
Well, it's so vast, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I know Johnny at CFP, like, I know he's still going through and picking up AEW and still trying to get all those finisher parallels and stuff and trying to still go after that set. And it's one of these things that it's still readily available on, like, ComC and EPAC. Like, you can still pick these things up. It's interesting to know. And I guess the other big thing with these are as well, like, no one really knows how many of these are actually within the sets. I know they're numbered to 15. I don't think there's like the full base set. I think it's like select guys who have got them.
I don't think it's like every canvas person.
No. Maybe that's the next spreadsheet.
Yeah, that's a good shout.
Which ones we've seen? Jamie, we know
mate, I love a spreadsheet, not that much though. Jesus.
But how many have you guys actually seen? Because personally, I've only seen Jim Ross, Sean Spears.
I've seen a handful.
I haven't really seen many.
I've seen Taz,
Colt Cabana.
Yeah, there's not many guys, is there? Yeah, no, it is interesting. I might do a quick eBay search later and just see, but there's not been many I've seen.
Yeah. Jamie, you know.
The wheels started turning there.
I'm getting itchy.
Could see it.
Palms are sweating.
It'll be later on. Guys.
Found 13.
Fill it in.
Jeez, but they're only like one a cases. It was something people will try to work out because they're not on checklists, are they? They're just randomly in your box.
I think they were like one a case or something.
Yeah,
they were very
and people still don't know what they really are, but that is interesting. And talking about spreadsheets, obviously superstars really said this week. And someone asked, "How are we doing with the superstars?" And not very well. I'll do a quick plug at the end of the show.
You had a new one.
We had a
low numbered.
Yeah, we had a new one. Nice number. A low numbered out of 5, for a DDP.
Oh.
Yeah, that was
bang.
Which is only out of 1 out of 5 or a 10. So it was quite nice to see it crop up. I think it was in Japan.
It was.
Yeah.
So I'll do a plug right at the very end of the show. But yeah, that's something that's reared its head. So I might slot that into the corner in a future episode.
Head. Jamie dusted off the spreadsheet.
Remembered the password. Oh dear. So let's move on then.
I was literally just about to say, someone on my YouTube channel this week asked me where they could buy superstars, and I'm like, I don't know, 2021.
If only we knew.
2021, yeah. Get in the time machine and fuck off.
I wish I bought more of that. I really wish I bought more. Anyway, the day may come. They may appear somewhere. Let's move on to the top 5 then. We'll move away from the big topic. I think, Lloydy, we've decided you probably won't be picking up Sean Spears, I think, in that conversation.
I think I will, but I won't. I would gladly buy it, but it won't form part of my main collection.
Year 1 PC.
Yeah.
Peripheral, yeah.
Collateral.
Okay. Yeah, collateral damage to my wallet.
Cool. So this week's top 5, then we are doing fully loaded. One that we've rolled over a couple of episodes. Rollover being today's keyword. So top 5 fully loaded cards. Either from year 1 or year 2. We've obviously had no further years of this for the moment.
The name of the pod, it's a rollover.
It's a rollover.
It's a rollover.
It's a Dermot O'Leary. So let's run through. I'll kick things off with my 5, and then I'll hand over to you guys. So, yes, fully loaded. We only had 2 years worth. So again, there isn't a great deal out there, but we've all like different things for different reasons, really. So, I started off number 5. I put a Jeff Hardy ladder relic in. Of course, I PC the Hardys, but I think for me, this is the first time I've ever had a ladder relic for Jeff Hardy, which is his match, isn't it? I don't think there's any other match type associated with the wrestler any more than ladders and Jeff Hardy. So
really cool.
Jeff Hardy ladder relic. I'll put that at number 5. And again, there is an auto and I think a normal relic version of it as well, but don't quote me on that. One I've still not actually picked up for the PC. I need to try and get onto this, but it's on low on the priority list. But again, I will pick this up eventually. So number 5 was that. Number 4, something again that we were missing quite a lot until Fully Loaded come along was sort of relics of costumes outside of t-shirts and sort of the usual bits and pieces. So I'll put Big E singlet relic. This is probably one of the nicer relics from this card set. Yeah. Nice bit of sequin work on it. Nice sort of rainbow sort of effect, I guess you'd call it, sort of pearlescent.
His and Carmella's.
They're really nice. And there weren't that many gear relics. Well, I think there was obviously a handful of them, but Big E singlet.
I got the Kyle O'Reilly, which is just a black t-shirt. Black Carl.
Exactly. Yeah.
Thanks, Carl, you prick.
Yeah, not much there. Out of all the people, I think the New Day was obviously quite a cool one to have. So, Big E at number 4. This next one has had a lot of love across the pod over the past year. Number 3, I put Dude Love in there, the auto from 2021. The little red love heart on the O, nice auto, the same across the board. I think there's going to be a lot of love for this later on through this feature, I'm sure. But I'll put him at number 3. Number 2, this would have been higher, but I will keep it at number 2. And this is the Rhea Ripley War Games Auto 2020, which is obviously one of the early autos from her. I PC War Games, so again, you've got the relic of the actual weapon within the match itself. I would have put all the War Games on here for my own kind of personal gain, but nonetheless, Rhea Ripley, I'll put that on there. I've also put this.
I was just about to ask, do we know if it is actually the rookie auto or?
So I don't think it's the rookie auto. I think there was an NXT set just before. But this seems to be the one that has a higher price on it. I think people will go for this more.
Chrome supersedes that as well, doesn't it?
Potentially.
Not sure. She did have the... Yeah.
Because she had Finest, but before
I feel
that,
like Chrome was first.
And I'm pretty sure Chrome was first, and then it's
this.
But this,
this is obviously an on-card also as well, so I don't know if that is obviously the first on-card, but... all I know for a fact is that this one is regularly on Yankee Bay for well over $100, and I haven't pulled the trigger on this, and it's the last one I need to complete that War Games PC. So the time will come, but I can only see her price going up and up, so I don't want to wait too long, but sadly, I can't afford it.
You're going to have to go for it, man.
Yeah. I don't want that being the only piece I can't get, So we'll see. And then at number 1, this is a really short print for Fully Loaded 2020, and this is a Vince McMahon numbered out of 40 Fully Loaded auto card. The only auto Vince McMahon outside of Transcendent, one that you don't see obviously come up that often, has to be number 1. I think this is like the big chase of Fully Loaded, wasn't it, for that first year as well? So, and there's probably still some out there. So if you see Fully Loaded for a good price, you may get someone crap, you may get Vinnie Mac. So, well worth a gamble at that price point at the moment. So, So yeah, that's my top 5. Hand over to Lloydy. What do you think for this?
So number 5, I've got my shout out to my man, to Sam the man, 123 Kid, his fave.
He loves the 123 Kid.
He loves the 123 Kid, and I had to put on here because I would feel bad if he didn't get a mention on the show. So 123 Kid at number 5. Number 4, Kofi Kingston, oversized Matt Relic, WrestleMania 35. Obviously, he wins the belt off D. Bryan, or Daniel Bryan, or Bryan Danielson, whatever you want to fucking go on. Anyway, so Kofi Kingston, I think it was a feel-good moment for the ages. I think pretty overshadowed by how he lost it to Brock, maybe. I don't know, but I don't know. I wish that this will be remembered as a very good feel good moment.
Yeah, that's how I remember it.
For many years to come.
And out of nowhere as well. Like, this wasn't the program people expected it to be, and it's just like, whoa!
It just
really
took off, didn't it?
Shock.
It was really cool.
Yeah, Kofi
Things
Mania.
You don't get that many shocks
in WWE.
Let alone WrestleMania and WWE, and I think this was a big one, to be honest.
Yeah.
So, number 3, The Miz fully loaded auto gold microphone signature relic, 1 of 1, 2020.
I've totally forgot there were microphone relics in this set.
Yeah.
I really
There's a couple.
nice. Yeah, there are
There's
a couple.
But obviously, you only get to see what the picture is of it by looking up because it was part of their promotional stuff that they did, and it was the upside down that relic of the Miz as well. So in the relic bit, there's the bit the microphone. It's obviously WWE upside down. So I think that I've never seen it pulled. I'm sure it probably exists somewhere, but I think that's really cool image of it from what we've seen. I do think it's one of the most iconic cards from the fully loaded sets, to be honest.
Yeah.
Number 2, I've gone way outside of the box for this one. I think you boys were a bit surprised that I pulled this one out my arse. The Rock Topps Slam fully loaded Series 2 2021 Auto Gold Microphone Signature Relic out of 15. So there was 2 sets that they did for fully loaded on Top Slam, and this is by far the best card that they did. It's a great little Rock card. Obviously, we're always going to have this debate: are they trading cards now that they're archived as well? But they're going to come back, man. And then that's when they come back, I'm a rich motherfucker because I picked up all of the 2016 cards, i.e. first year Top Slam, and all of the rookies that year, like Cora Jade and shit like that. So Papa going to make some
NFTs,
mate. So, yeah, Papa's going to make some cheddar cheese when this comes back. But I love that card. I think it's cool. What are you guys' thoughts on that card? A bit of a freaky one, right?
I did a little bit of Slam when it was around. I sort of dabbled in it and sort of got my free packs each day. And I never really bought packs. I sort of just done like the opposite. I guess the question for me is, were these released at the same sort of time as the physical fully loaded, or was it kind of like unrelated?
I think in between.
Okay.
So I think they were in between 2020 and 2021.
And do they have any of the cards the same as the physical, or are they totally different? I know or just in name, really.
No, so I think the design is different. I mean, the second series was very Masonic, right? There was a lot of triangles everywhere.
Yeah.
Which I still think is baffling. They were different. They were, the design is very white and red, which both sets weren't really. I think the design, more than the colouring, is more to the first year than the second year.
Okay.
And I think the second year is just completely nuts in comparison, to be honest. But definitely had the vibe and the feel. I do own the TLC of Dolph legendaries from that fully loaded set from Slam as well. I actually own all the Dolph Ziggler legendary cards. So I think there's only 2 people in the whole of Top Slam that did that. And I was one of them. I think I've got 16 of them or something like that. So I'm a very proud Dolph Ziggler supporter. And number 1, Vince auto fully loaded. It can't be anything else in my eyes. And in both our eyes, Jamie. There you go. It can't be. It's he's number 1. He's Vince. Even though he's a dirty old badger of a man.
badger of a man. So I think with the Vinnie Mac then, Chris, whatever you have in your top 5, I think the number 1 is already decided. So
Fat Lady's not sung yet, but
he might waz something in that makes us go, oh, shit.
Okay, yeah, potentially. All right, go then, Chris. Let's see what you can do. See if you can break the top 5. So
which one of you guys put this in? I think it was you, Dave. Put it in the Facebook group the other day. You put the Kiss card in there, and then like we had some suggestions, and I liked that because one of them, I think it was Gordo again. He suggested Stacy Keibler, and I thought that was a good shout. And it was one that when I remember watching CFP, I think it was opening cases of it and stuff, it was a shock because it wasn't on the checklist, and she wasn't someone who had been signing. This is her first
card.
So it's the first auto card. And it's cool to get autos of people you don't see as much. Do you know what I mean? From that kind of era. Do you know what I mean? The managers and the female superstars, they didn't get autos. Most of the guys didn't get autos, but yeah, just something cool to see. Number 4, Becky. Oh, sorry, mate.
Before you go. She went out with.
She
George
did.
Clooney.
Yes, she did.
Well, she was under the radar. Yeah, she was. Yeah.
That's fucking mad, isn't it? Like
worlds collide.
Like, what world do we live in where Stacy Keibler was with George Clooney? Anyway,
I think they're kind of like those. They're in the same league, though, aren't they? Let's be honest. Do you not think? I think they are.
Oh, yeah.
In terms of
neither one are batting above their level,
I think
are they?
they're both. Yeah.
No, I know.
Random mix, isn't it?
Put them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not as random as Tori Wilson and Billy Kidman, though, is it? Do you know what I mean? Like that's
Yeah. Oh no, what we were talking about earlier on, Alistair Black,
Selena,
Vega.
Jesus.
Cool. So number 4, and again, alluding to that same Facebook post Dave put up, it was a Charlie Caruso Kiss card. So I was looking through all the different things you can get, and I saw the microphones, and I saw the relics and stuff. But actually, I thought Kiss cards, we don't really see them now, do we? I don't think Panini don't do them, as far as I'm aware.
It's a very deep.
It's very that kind of era, and maybe this was kind of the tail end of it. Do you know what I mean? This was like maybe one of the last.
Were they the last one?
Are they the last, or were they in anything else? The only things I can think is Heritage, and that was before these. So
and the women's division. That was.
So I looked at the checklist. I went for Becky Lynch. I just thought it had the most value. It's got the probably the biggest fan base out of these. But I did nearly pull the trigger on that Charlie Caruso card. Not your one, Dave. Don't worry, not your one.
Not your one. Not my one. But that was my first real big hit that I had. I'd say. It was mad. It's out of 25.
I just thought that out of the checklist, she was the most niche one. I like that randomness to it.
Yeah, she's doing all right for herself. She's just left ESPN, isn't she? She's on something else now, but she's made a full career out of off the back of what she's done there. It's great. You should get
I may well do. Yeah, I think I ended up buying some Sam Chrome instead, but number 3, one of Jamie's ones. So it was the Rhea Ripley chair relic auto. Again, being that rookie year, I think this is going to be a big card. As Jamie said, it's on card. It looks really nice. And I've been kind of checking on prices, and yeah, between 100 and 200 seems to be about the going rate. So, yeah. Number 2 is, again, one we've spoken about a hell of a lot. So I'm just going to say, Dude Love 2021. I'm not going to talk about it. Red Heart. That's all.
I thought this would be. I thought that.
So
would be
yeah, so it's not, and
because I know how much
I do absolutely love it. But I put myself in I said this in the chat. I put myself in the position of, if you offered me that card or the Vince card, I'm taking the Vince card every time. So Vince is number 1 on mine as well. So no, I didn't have anything extraordinary, Jamie. Sorry to let you down there. It's just one of them. Well, as you said, it's most people think of the Transcendent one. So this one kind of maybe goes under the radar a little. And yeah, and again, Jamie said it earlier, if you can find a box of this, they're not that expensive at the moment. They're more expensive than 2021, but you can still get them between 70 and $100. So you never know. I've been tempted to pull the trigger on this, or on a box, but yeah.
Especially when they're like on offer and stuff. Like they've obviously been lower at that, but I think, you know, if you're happy just getting a card that is in case, like, I don't think you can go wrong. There's not any like really shitty cards in here, if that makes sense. You know?
No, there's nothing. I think 2021 there is. I think there's a lot of shit in 2021. There's a lot more filler, isn't there? One thing I did just before we go into like the Mega 5 or anything, one thing I just wanted to put to you guys is, would you like to see either Panini or Upper Deck do this type of thing, like this type of one and done deal? Do you know what I mean?
I was kind of hoping that Spectrum was going to be like it, and I don't think it wasn't, was it ultimately? But that's what I had imagined Spectrum to be initially when they were talking about like ring use stuff and items for matches. I thought it was going to be a fully loaded type product. But
I thought that as well. To be honest.
Same actually, yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, I'm glad that we had a couple of years of it. It was a shame that the second year was lower grade and more Masonic.
I think it's just like the amount of autos. Like they really filled it out with like autos, and you think.
But the legend autos on the second set are great. Yeah. I mean, we didn't talk about. There's a couple mentionables. I think that we should honorables, mentionables,
lunchables.
Lunchable.
Stone Cold, obviously,
really cool.
That's a great card.
Cool image.
I think it's one of the best Bret Hart cards ever made as well. In the second year, 2021, I love that card. I think it's great. I haven't got it, and I really want it. I think it's a great image of him. I think it's like top end Bret Hart when he was at his absolute peak, and I love that card. I need to get it. But yeah, I think both sets are great. I am quite glad that nobody's tried to mimic it, and I hope if it does go back to tops in another 4 years time,
in a little while, yeah,
you know what I mean, that they'll kick it off again and we'll have another run at it. You never know.
I think the only other thing that I really liked about them as well, like the turnbuckle pads, like they all seem to have colour. There's not many like uncoloured turnbuckle pad relics, which are always quite nice.
It's quite funny. Both Gordo and I both have Keith Lee.
Keith Lee. I've looked at Keith Lee as well.
Keith Lee. Both of us have coloured pads from the out of 25s. Really weird. It was like, hello, brother. I'm just further up the W than you, I think.
To talk about Keith Lee, I had a thing on my Facebook memories come up today, Lloydy, about a Rev Pro show that happened on this day in 2018. It was Ishii versus Keith Lee at Rev Pro in London. Lee. Were you there?
Yeah, probably.
Tomohiro Ishii and Keith Lee.
I need to have a look. I can't remember. I've been to so many Rev Pro shows, I can't even remember. They're all a bit of a blend, to be honest.
Yeah.
And I've seen Ishii so many times.
Yeah, see, I
Suzuki as well.
Yeah. No, I wasn't at the card, but there's that point you think, I wish I kind of saw that match.
Yeah.
But yeah, digress. But no, any other honourable mentions from any of you guys?
I had one, which was the Finn Balor SummerSlam Jumbo Matte Relic, the auto one. I've got that. I think I used it before in like relics, top 5 relics, but no, nothing else from me.
No. All right, so shall we Mega 5 this bad boy then and see what we end up with? So I'll get the counter and off we go. Right, there you are. There's our 30 seconds. And just another quick mention, there's been no Booker T's at all in Fully Loaded, as far as I'm aware already. So no Booker at number 5 this time.
Or number 4.
Or number 4. So where do you want to start?
Should we go
start
for
from
number
top
1?
work down?
Well, you boys work out 1, 2, 3 and wake me up after you're done.
Okay. Right, let's have Vinnie Mac at number 1. I don't think there's any dispute in that, is there? That's a lock. The question is, where do we put Do Love and Rhea Ripley? I had Rhea at 2 and Do Love at 3. Chris, you had Do Love at 2, Rhea at 3. And then obviously we've got the Rock Slam thrown in there as well for good measure. So
I mean,
where do you want to do?
It's between you two, and you guys got to work it out. I'm not doing the casting vote here. No,
well, I'll vote for Dude Love. Who are you voting for, Jay?
I'll go Do Love as well, since he's been on here so many times in the past. I'm sure he has appeared on auto lists and stuff in the past, but it don't matter. Put him on again. Do Love number 2 is fine.
I'll go for Rhea.
Rhea, okay.
For number 2.
For what reason?
Yeah,
give what reason?
Well, no, I get outvoted anyway. It's 2-1 anyway.
So just to be awkward.
Would you like to go for Rhea number 3 then? Would you be happy at 3?
No, it's fine. I was joking. It's fine. I really don't care. Like, you guys, whatever. Like,
okay.
I would say 4. The Miz microphone.
I think the microphone one's got to be on there.
It was nearly in mine as well. Yeah.
And I think 5, Stacey Keibler.
And it's like her return to auto WWE product for like over 20 years. Pretty
was
much,
the 1, 2, 3 kid? Was that the same kind of deal? Because I don't remember seeing 1, 2, 3 kid in any Tops products or anything.
Well, he was always X-Pac, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I think though.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Because Stacey, I suppose, wasn't on the checklist, and maybe her.
No, I honestly don't know. We should get Sam. Sam,
where are you?
Write in. You're supposed to come on this show at some point as well. Where are you, Sam? It pops up occasionally in our chat, man.
Send us a letter. It's Squared Circle Red. It's PO Box.
You know what I mean?
Okay, let's go with that. Let's put the Miz at number 4 then with the microphone to cover the microphone or stand things. Stacey at number 5. I do like the honourable mention of the Rock Top Slam, but I'm going to avoid it because it's
if
physical.
That was a real card. That's number 1. That's number 1.
Especially if it's only 15.
It is the nicest fucking card.
I'm always going to put Top Slam into the top 5 when I can, because I love them. I miss them. I know Zam Morning's a big lover of them as well. They're going to come back, and when they do, it's going to
then
force. And then everyone's going to be that people's attention are going to go away from trading cards,
and then we'll do a Top Slam top 5.
I tell you what, man, I can't wait. Honestly, fireworks are going to come out of my nipples. I'm going to be that excited. Wait for
lactating fireworks.
Wait for that. I'm going to be burning my shirts off. I tell you.
So
Yeah,
I might actually look at my Top Slam account actually and see what I've got in there, because I do remember putting some big cards. Not to
I
that
tried to
extent.
get back into mine not long ago, and I couldn't get in it.
they archived it, didn't they? So you've got to.
I
it's a
think
pain in the ass. I had to ask what they did, and it was like single sign on basically. The way they've done it is really strange, but. I thought I lost my all. I was like, oh my God, no.
I think mine was because I don't know any of the login details or anything. And it signed up so long ago that it's not saved in like my normal passwords folder. So yeah, fucked it.
Yeah.
So one for
I think that's
then,
we've got the right top 5 though, 100%. 100%.
Cool.
Well
so fine then. So Vince at 1, Dude Love at 2, Rhea at 3. We've got Miz at 4, and then Stacey Keebler returning to the line at number 5.
I think this is the one and only time that the Miz will ever get on our top 5.
Oh, you never know. Maybe something one day. We'll see. Cool. Well, I think that's pretty much us done. We've only got a few more things to round up this episode. So, closing. Who's looking after the next episode? I think it's Lloydy. Back round to you, isn't it?
Yeah. Come around quick, man. So, big topic next episode. Still TBC. I know we say this a lot, but we don't know what's coming out with checklists. So we obviously have Revolutions being pushed back to the 7th of the 6th, but by the next show we might have a checklist. Yeah. And also the Heroes of Wrestling?
Yeah. Heroes of Wrestling should be released that Friday, yeah. So
Leaf, we should get a checklist at the very least. So so hopefully we can discuss that. Maybe both of them, maybe only one of them. Maybe we just talk, I don't know, buybacks again. We just don't know at this point because it's a bit sketchy with dates at the minute all round. And the top 5 next time, I'm going to go a bit bitchy. Go a bit bitchy this time.
Get your claws out.
Get your claws out. I like doing this occasionally. So, top 5 most overrated cards. So, cards that are seen as being amazing, but really, come on, it ain't that good.
What one springs to mind straight away, and we've done a little special about it.
Okay.
Are we doing cards across the board, like, or just generally, like, what you think's the most overrated? And you think, why the fuck are people paying that price for that sort of thing?
Well, it's your own interpretation of it, you know.
A little bit Chris's Nook type theory.
You know, I like to do this as well. Yeah, my Lloydy Liberator, a bit of interpretation of what you class as being overrated. It could be price. Okay. It could be. Because it's just not that pretty, really.
The way it looks. Yeah,
exactly.
Fine.
So,
fine. I'm happy with that.
Same, yeah.
So, good. Yeah. That's next episode. Plugs.
Nice. I'll get all our usual stuff out of the way first of all then. So, again, social media for us. Head over to Instagram. We're on there, Squared Circle Relics Pod on Insta. Getting close up to 200 followers on there. So if you aren't looking at us on Instagram, just give us a quick like on there. We put pictures up most days. We're pretty good on there. So head over there for that. If you want to join the Facebook group, if you're a regular listener, want to join in some of the chat, fun, and just general posting of cards, search for Squared Circle Relics Podcast on Facebook and come and join the group. If you can't find it, just hit any of us up on Facebook and we'll add you in there, no problem at all. As usual, like and subscribe. If you want to get it in the mailbox the day it comes out, just subscribe to us and leave a review if you can. It all helps us out massively on there. And again, we're on Audible still. So if you listen to a bit of audiobook before bed, find us on there. Listen to us to help you go to sleep in a good way. So that's obviously that side of things. As I mentioned earlier, if you want to pre-order the cards, they're going to be with us early part of next week. We're going to get them signed, hopefully the weekend after. All you need to do now, if you want to pre-order, just hit any of us up a message. We'll put you down, and then when they're ready to ship, we'll ping you just the details of how to make payment and we'll get them posted out to you. And then shirts. So mentioned this about a month ago, mentioned about having our very first shirts. We weren't happy with the first shirts that come along, but I got them reprinted out. Chris, you can't see on the camera here, but he's wearing the shirt today. It is the Hogan 1982 All-Star shirt, which has been slightly tweaked a little bit, but it comes in sort of a pale yellow and a pale blue.
So don't sue us, anyone.
No, it's my own creation.
It's likeness.
It's likeness, yeah. So, if you're a fan of the 82 All-Stars shirt, it's a pale blue and a pale yellow, and it kind of matches pretty much to what the All-Stars card looks like. So, cool. Full T-shirt image. So that'll be up for pre-order once the cards are all sorted. We will share that out for you, but we'll give all the details. But yeah, Chris is wearing it today, and
I'm very happy with it.
So I think we're all happy to go ahead now. So
fits nice, yeah. Excellent.
So yeah,
good work.
So yeah, really happy with that. So that pretty much on that side of things is pretty much it. Just one last thing for me, got lots to mention this week, is that we're going to be doing a live event in our Facebook group. We're going to be doing this on the 29th, which is Bank Holiday Monday. I think it is the Monday, isn't it? The 29th? Or is it the Tuesday? I can't remember if it's Monday or Tuesday, but it's going to be the 29th. The Tuesday night.
Don't listen to me, it's the Monday night.
It's a Monday. I thought it was a Bank Holiday Monday, yeah. We're going live on the Bank Holiday Monday in the Facebook group. We're going to do a bit of a David Dickinson night, do some prawn cracker deals. So we're going to do buying and trading in the group for a limited time. We're going to be sort of going live. You can join us in the video if you want to. Just have a bit of fun and have a bit of a get together, really.
I didn't know.
No, neither did I, Jamie.
Well, I was going to go just do like a live video in there.
Jamie's doing his own
open
house,
isn't
he? Okay. Yeah, you know what I mean?
No, it's just going to basically... I was going to do just a live video in the Facebook group. So if anyone wants to chime in and have a chat, I'm just going to be there doing bits and pieces, really. Most of full disclosure, when people obviously want to do buying and selling in the chat, they can. Full disclosure, I will probably be boxing up and shipping out trading cards that evening. So I'll be there mailing those things out. It just gives me something to listen to in the background, and people can just chat and join if need be. And from there, really. So
I would say though, if anyone does trades and the trade goes sour, don't make your problem
we're not
my problem.
Condoning anything.
Sort it outside of the group. We don't want badness in the group. It's up to you guys. Buyers beware.
I think our group's a little bit different to a lot of the groups you see on Facebook because we know a lot of the people, majority of the people in there.
We all know each other.
And everyone knows each other.
We don't want no jabronis.
But I say anyone new that joins in and stuff like that, if just for that night, just make sure that you
And I think we've all got so many singles and things that we've picked up from various things. So it's just a good night to get a few things going, wasn't it, really?
I've got a stack of about 100 cards in front of me, all top loaded, that I'm like, I need to get rid of this because I've got no room anywhere for it. So yeah. Very cheap deals.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think it'll be a real good fun night, wouldn't it? Just for one night only.
Yeah.
So, so that's pretty much quite a lot of plugs actually this week. But yeah, that's me. I'll hand over to you guys to do the final things.
Yeah, I'll go first. I mean, I'm looking forward to that trade night. I haven't got 100 cards. I've got about 20 cards, but some nice stuff in there. And I would say, like, just to big up the Facebook group a little bit more, if you are listening, then please, if you're wanting to get involved and, see the Chris's Nook cards and see our purchases, because most of what we talk about on the pod, we do post pictures of it and you'd see it throughout the week. There's always people posting in there. So definitely give that a look into. On my side of things, on YouTube, I'm so close to 300 subscribers now. I'm at 292, I think. My one of one video will be up in the next few days, so keep a lookout for that. Just had a few boxes of Chrome. My Prizm undercard is nearly at 500 views, so again, that's cool. And I did look into this. I've been doing this over 2 years now, and I'm very close to hitting another milestone, which is 50,000 cumulative views. So I know that obviously people do get, that on just one video, but for just what I'm doing, I just like that blew my mind a little bit, to be honest.
That's like a football
people. It's just mental, isn't it? To think
looking into
my little office, yeah.
Nook going, yeah.
An AW pre-sale.
Yeah, that's it. So yeah, really cool. And yeah, thanks to literally anyone who has watched that. Even the guy this week who said he couldn't understand my English accent. So I was like, yeah, okay, bruv, whatever. Nice one. Romeo
out.
Romeo.
So yeah.
I thought I was going to get all the way through this episode without doing this. Breaking news.
Breaking news. Panini news.
AEW are releasing Series 2 on e-Pack on the 12th of the 5th
No,
at 8 a.m. It's in our group.
No way.
Yeah. As
this always happens to us, doesn't it?
Are they clairvoyant? Like,
I'll tell you what.
Like the president said, and then they did.
Yeah.
Wow.
There you go.
They listened.
So,
well done.
Just really quickly then on this, before we wrap up, not going into too much detail. So it says, the note on this post says 1 auto, 1 mem, or 1 breakout card per box on average. Are we thinking that we're not going to do packs again? We're going in for just Spectrum boxes as opposed to individual packs by looking at that?
No.
That sounds like they're not doing.
I'd still imagine they'd do the packs, wouldn't they? You'd hope.
Yeah.
We'll see.
So, it's 1 auto, mem, or breakout card. Nah, that doesn't make any sense because they came. I'm sure they came. No, they did mem. Different. They did mem, and normally it was.
Yeah, I've seen autos and breakouts in the same box. Yeah. All
right.
May have a big topic next time round though. That was time nice, wasn't it?
There you go. Anyway, sorry. News over. I thought I was going to get through the whole episode without doing a breaking news. Oh my god. Anyway, at SCR Pod on Twitter. I'm still on there. I haven't moved.
Not banned.
I'm saying it's not been like a backseat. I have been posting. I just need to get more members on there, get more subscribers on there, and I will make a push over the next couple of weeks. So yeah, guys, if you're not following us over there, please do. I post all the stuff that's on Instagram generally on there as well. All of our merch news, anything that's happened. I put my poll from today of evil on there this afternoon as well. So if you're not on the Facebook, you can see it on Twitter. So Jamie's doing an evil, yes. And I'm D_Lloydy boy on Insta. Nobody loves me still. It's all right.
One day.
Whatever. One day. Anyway, guys, let's say goodbye.
See you later.
And fuck John Cena.